Hey, it's Amy K. Welcome to Sim by Design, and today's room build is Holly Golightly's apartment from Breakfast at Tiffany's. Breakfast at Tiffany's I hadn't seen, surprisingly, until a couple months ago. I think, actually, it was like a week before I went on my last vacation to California, or my first time going to California. And as soon as I saw her apartment, like Holly Golightly's apartment in Breakfast at Tiffany's, I was like, I have to do this as a recreation, like set recreation build, just because it was so perfect for it. The only problem is that it's not very furnished, so this entire room just looked like the entire house just looks very unfurnished, very empty. And the scale of it was kind of weird. So it does look kind of weird if you've ever seen Breakfast at Tiffany's. It will look sort of similar, but it's not like a perfect match. Also, I do have this. It is a room build, and I did a little trick that I learned from. I don't remember whose video I saw do this, but I think maybe I just looked it up on Google one time when I was doing a studio apartment. Yeah, it was when I did that studio apartment renovation right after City Living came out. If you delete a wall where a door is and then slide the wall back over, it'll make it look like a room, but it'll look like a separate room, but it'll still basically be it'll be part of the entire room. So this is uploaded as one full room on the gallery, even though it is basically 3 separate rooms in the final kind of end of it. So yeah, and the main reason that I really wanted to do this was those lights that look like a kind of a wall that I'm using as a wall. That's the thing is I'm talking so fast I can't even talk right. When they first kind of show her apartment, they show like you see these like wall divider, I guess, but it's basically a wall piece in her apartment, and it looks pretty much like those lights. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, yes, those are the lights. Or those are like from City Living. I know exactly what I'm going to do. So I wanted to make this in an apartment from City Living, but none of the apartments really had the right shape, and I couldn't make the balcony kind of thing, which I didn't end up making the balcony, but you can see where it would be. If you know what I'm talking about. She has a fire escape that she crawls through her tub into. Like, she crawls into her tub through that window onto a fire escape to go up to see her friend who lives in the apartment above her, or just to escape from some dates that aren't the most nicest of guys. And here you saw I just did the little room trick, and you'll see me do it at the end again because for some reason the walls kind of stuck themselves together and made their own room again. So you'll see me do it at the very, very end. But I really enjoyed Breakfast at Tiffany's the first time I watched it. And I kind of knew what it was about, because if you've ever read Gossip Girl, you know that Blair, one of the Gossip Girls, it's been so long since I've actually read the book or watched the TV show. But, like, one of the main characters, she's, like, this really rich girl who gets whatever she wants. She's obsessed with Holly Golightly, and she wants to be Holly, and I think she also really, really likes Audrey Hepburn as well, I believe. But I had always seen that. I was like, oh, I would love to see that movie, but I just never really got the chance to do it. And you'll see why I put that blue horse there, because I was working off of a sketch that I found on Google Images when I just searched Holly Golightly's apartment, and a lot of images that are in this style of a sketch are like a lot of different apartments or movie sets that I will end up recreating later that I have saved a bunch of them before. But anyways, this has always been a movie that I really, really wanted to see, and I'm glad I finally got the chance to, and my throat is going away. But yeah, that's why I started doing this one, and I really wish we had pets so I could do the little dish she has for her cat's food and stuff like that. But you may recall if you watched last week's video, which if you haven't, you should, because it's a really fun build based on the townhouses on Venice Beach in California. But I am back from my second California vacation where was looking at apartments or looking at the house I may live in, but I am currently pre-recording this just because I don't know if I will have had time after I get back to record any of this. But yes, that's why my voice sounds kind of scratchy, is because I just spent the last 20 minutes talking and recording last week's video. But excuse me, my voice is just all over the place. But if you have seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, you will notice a slightly weird thing that I forgot was there. But when I was looking at pictures of the house and screenshots, or pictures of the house and this floor plan that I found, she has this weather vane in the middle of her room. And it's red, and it was a lot smaller than that, but I wanted to put the weather vane in there just because I thought it was kind of a cool idea. But it's wrapping up a little bit, and I did put screenshots in the end of this. I know I usually don't do screenshots of room builds, but I just loved the way this apartment looked, so I added screenshots at the end, along with the floor plan that I took inspiration from and the floor plan of this apartment. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will be back next week with a speed build that I have an idea for. And if you're new here, please subscribe, like if you enjoyed this, leave a comment down below telling me, I know I said favorite Disney movie for last week's video. Today, let's do your favorite book. I don't know. My favorite book is Harry Potter. We all know that. But I know I was talking about Gossip Girl, and that's a book that I got inspiration from this movie, or one of the characters loved this movie. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.